Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be guiding you through some simple breathing techniques that you can put into practice. But before we start, I'm just going to talk quickly about why breathing techniques are important and how they can help us. So we have two states. The first one is fight or flight, and that is when we have an overload of adrenalines and stress hormones which can build up either over a period of time or from an acute period of stress. When we're in fight or flight mode, basically it means that we're operating from what we call the primitive part of our brain, and our brain and our body are on survival mode, which can impact us physically and in terms of mood, mentally as well. Then the other state that we have is called rest and digest. So when we're in rest or digest state, that means that all our brain and all our bodily functions are functioning basically as we would want them to. Digestion is functioning, heart rate is at a good level, mentally you feel in control. So what we want is for our brain and our body to be on that rest and digest state for the majority of the time. Now, when we do breathing exercises and we have a good breathing rhythm, that means that we can get our body into that rest and digest state and away from that fight or flight mode, which ultimately helps all of those bodily functions, but also helps us mentally to cope and manage situations better. So breathing exercises can be done on a daily basis, so you can implement them as part of your practice, whether that's starting off your day with some or ending your day with some, or in the middle of your day, or they can be done and used for if you are in that fight or flight mode and you need to come out of it and take yourself onto that rest and digest mode and state again. So what I would like you to do is just to find somewhere comfortable where you're not going to be disturbed. You can either sit up straight as I am, shoulders back, or if you prefer to, you just lie flat, as long as your head is somewhere where it's going to be supported. So the first breathing exercise that we are going to do is called box breathing. So this one, you can do it with your eyes closed and you can visualize, or sometimes people like to actually focus on a square shape just to sort of trace around that shape with their eyes to keep their breathing in check. So we are going to breathe in for a count of 4. Hold for a count of 4. Out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. In, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. Out for 4. Hold. In, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can just practice that, carrying on with that box breathing in your own time. So just in, hold, out, hold, and so on. So box breathing is a nice, easy one that we can do at any time. You can do it on your own, or you can do it just looking at something, as I said earlier, if you feel that you are in that fight or flight mode and you do need to bring yourself back to that rest and digest. So the next one that we're going to do can be quite helpful for sleep, and that is called the 4-7-8 one. So similar as to what we've just done with box breathing. So we breathe in for 4. Hold for 7. And out for 8. In for 4. Hold for 7. And out for 8. In for 4. Hold for 7. And out for 8. And the final one that I'm going to show you today is called 5-finger breathing. And I really like this one because it is an easy one that can honestly be done anywhere at any point. If you feel that you are in that fight or flight mode, if you're feeling a bit panicked, if you're feeling a bit stressed and you think, I just need to breathe and slow down, you can do this anywhere. So you take your hand, place it flat, and you just look at your thumb and your fingers. And we're just going to just trace as we breathe in and out as you follow the line of your thumb down and in and out and in and out and in and out and in and out. And as I say, you can just do that in your own time. Nobody needs to know that you're doing it. If you're sat at a desk doing it, if you're out and about in the shops and you just need to sort of focus on something, both the 5-finger breathing and the box breathing are really good ones for that. And your 4-7-8 technique can be a great one to do just before going to sleep. So just getting into bed, doing something to help yourself wind down, and then just practicing that 4-7-8 breathing. So just a few techniques that we've been through today that I hope are helpful going forward.